Alright, I also made a recent video. This is a follow-up to the video I made about Tesla might stop selling cars to the general public. And if you want to know more about that, search that video out. But I want to ask Denise, who is here, what she thinks. Like, at first glance, what's your reaction when I say Tesla might stop selling cars to the general public? What are your thoughts?
Well, that sounds dumb. I thought this was a consumer brand. Who are they going to sell them to? The yellow cab company?
Okay, well, Tesla's sales have gone down dramatically here in the first quarter of 2019. So that, yeah, you would think, why would they ever want to stop selling cars to the public? They can't even sell enough. But I think what's going to happen is, I think Denise agrees that Tesla and this car, any Autopilot 2 and greater car, will soon be able to become a robo-taxi and have full self-driving and earn money. And Tesla's going to take a cut. It's going to be like Uber and Lyft, only you won't need a driver in the car ever. You just need to own the car, and if you send it out to earn money, it'll earn you, I think, up to $30,000 a year if you work it full-time. But even if you only work it part-time, you still get some money. And you'll have the choice as to whether you do that or not. So some people may choose to never do that. And if you never do that, that means that Tesla never earns their cut, which I think is going to be like 25% of the rides fees that they charge. Tesla's going to keep that for their neural network and their big data and everything else, their ability to do that. So think about it. If you buy a car and you just like it, you don't want anyone to touch it or sit in it ever, you're never going to send it out onto the ride network, right? Like the traditional car person wants to baby their car and never let anyone touch it, especially when you spend a lot of money, right? Yeah. Well, what if that attitude doesn't go away and like most of Tesla's cars don't go onto the network? Let's say like 80% of the cars never go onto the network. How is Tesla going to make any money off their ride sharing? They're not, right?
Do these cars even work if they're off the network?
Yeah, they will work. You can just drive them like regular. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people might just keep them as a regular car and never do that. And
do you know when to supercharge?
The cars will do it automatically. They'll do it. There's the new generation of superchargers will have robotic arms that will plug in automatically when the car drives up. They've already been testing those for years. But if you can make $30,000 in your pocket, Tesla is probably getting what? $10,000 of that or $8,000 of that, right? So Tesla's making like $8,000 to $10,000 a year, while you're making $30,000, depending on what they're going to charge in their fee. So if you don't send your car out full time, Tesla is losing income of $8,000 to $10,000 a year. So why would they want to take a risk selling a car to the general public when they may never use the car in the network, when they can just put the car in the network, build it at their cost, and then make $8,000 to $10,000 a year? Since they're a manufacturer, they don't have to charge any markup. Doesn't that make more sense than selling to the general public?
No, not if they mark up the 1 cent to the general public and offer discounts.
Well, they can't mark up that much. They at the most, they're earning 25% profit, maybe more like 10 to 15% profit at a one-time deal, and that's it.
Yeah, but they could mark them up. I mean, it's their company, and they can set the price.
They could, because Elon Musk claims that because of this system, that each Tesla car right now has a net present value of about $200,000, no matter what you paid. Whether you paid $38,000 for a base Model 3, or whether you paid $150,000 for a P100D Model X.
Didn't he say that right before the first quarter losses were posted?
He did, yeah, he did. But I'm saying he claims that the cars are worth $200,000. It's like buying an asset, right? Not a lot. I made a video on that too. He claims that they are appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. Always cars are depreciating assets unless you buy them at scrap value, right? They'll always go down.
I think that was a marketing pitch, though. I think he's trying to increase.
You think he's lying?
Sales.
But if you think the network's going to work and Tesla's going to be able to use the network as a revenue stream for their company, why wouldn't they want that revenue stream to be as high as possible? I mean, isn't the revenue stream going to produce more money than a one-time, let's say, 10 to 20% profit on a car? Isn't it? If they can revenue stream $8,000 to $10,000 a year off that car, even if they're and actually the price of electric cars is coming down. So let's say the average electric car will cost that might be used in service like this, maybe $50,000. Okay, if they make 10%, what is that? $5,000. One time they make $5,000, where they could make $8,000 to $10,000 a year my autopilot navigate is going to change lanes. They can make $8,000 to $10,000 a year by putting that car in service for their Tesla network as a robo-taxi. If you don't know what a robo-taxi is, I got another video on that. So doesn't it make more financial sense for them to keep that car in the network rather than sell to the general public if this is actually going to work and happen?
Yeah, it's more profitable to keep the car in the network, but they have robots building these cars anyway. If people don't want to turn their car into a taxi, they should be able to buy one, regardless of what they're using it for.
Well, they should, unless Tesla decides that they are not going to sell cars to the general public anymore. Because look, we all know that Tesla has financial challenges, right? Yes, we all know that Tesla has financial challenges. They're constantly on the verge of bankruptcy. Every year it seems like they're about to go out of business, and all the shorts are betting against them, right? So if all of a sudden they can turn their network on and have full level 5 self-driving, even if it's only in metropolitan areas, why wouldn't they want to build every car they could, dump it into every major metropolitan area in the United States, and start earning that amount of money? In the first year, they'll earn more money than they would if they sold the car. And then, of course, they can maintain the cars, which, as we know, require almost no maintenance. I put almost 100,000 miles in this car, and aside from the warranty issues that I've had to replace the tires once, and I've had to change the wiper blades. That's it. What other car can you even think about doing that with? You can't. You know? I hope the rocks come out of the back of that truck. That would be bad. I'm guessing there's no rocks in the truck because, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've never been passed by a dump truck going up a mountain before. All right, anyway. So if you think about it, they'll make more money in the first year on the network, assuming the network works. So their competitive advantage is their ability to mass produce robots, right? They call them robo-taxis. There's a reason, right? Because they are claiming they can they're building robots. And I agree, this is a robot. That's why I bought it. At least I believe the claims of Elon Musk that it would eventually be a robot, which is, we're closer and closer to that now. So why would a company sell their robots to individuals who may or may not create a revenue stream for them when they can mass produce their own robots at lower cost, maintain them for lower cost, and earn a revenue stream greater in the first year than they would off selling the robot to somebody else? So I think that they'll stop. I think if that's really true, they will stop selling to the public. Like,
I mean, they could stop for a while until they completely saturate on it anymore, and they can go back to selling passenger vehicles.
No one needs a robot?
Yeah. We got enough dang Teslas on the neural network for now. Let's start selling to average consumers again.
Well, I mean, if that's true, then what Elon Musk said at his autonomy day is also true, which is it's an incredible bargain to be able to buy a soon-to-be robo-taxi Model 3 for $38,000 right now. If that thing will really provide a revenue stream of $30,000 a year, you can buy one for $38,000. What other investment can turn into a cash cow like that quickly? $38,000 cash outlay gives you $30,000 a year for 10 years. They predict the life of the vehicle will be 10 years.
So I should have kept Kishore's credit card at happy hour and went upstairs and ordered myself a Model 3.
Yes. Well, I don't know. It sounds compelling if you believe what Elon Musk is saying. I don't know of any other investment that's going to provide, that's probably going to be that safe. Because if you think about it, do you think Uber and Lyft are suffering from a loss of demand? No. No, I mean, yeah, there's... And Tesla's, my guess is Tesla prices for robotaxis will probably undercut Lyft and Uber so that people will want to drive Teslas. They'll want to use a Tesla app to summon their ride wherever they're going. And, of course, they're better cars all around. They're safer cars. Who wouldn't want to take the safest car?
Yeah.
So if they could do it for less money, which I think they could, I mean, I think it'll be successful. So the only question is, are we in a time right now that's like a really, really big opportunity now, where you can pick up a couple of Teslas that will soon be full self-driving, and the ones that are being shipped actually and built right now actually have that level 3 computer, the AP3 computer in it right now. Are we in like an opportunity time now?
Maybe.
Or is it just a big scam and is Tesla going out of business?
Could be either.
You're not going to say which one?
I have no idea. I'm bad at predicting the future.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Whoa.